The decisions you make every day actually shape your life, whether you realize it or not. Every single decision you make matters, no matter how small it might seem in the moment. It's these little choices that build up and determine the course of your life. Taking the easy route might feel comfortable at first, but in the long run, it makes life harder. On the other hand, choosing the harder path, the one that requires discipline, effort, and sacrifice, will eventually make life easier. The decisions you make every day actually shape your life, whether you realize it or not. When the alarm rings in the morning, do you get up and start your day, or do you hit the snooze button and go back to sleep? When it's time to work out, do you push yourself and get it done, or do you make excuses and put it off? And when there's work you know you need to do you buckle down and focus, or do you let it slide and end up regretting it later? Every single decision you make matters, no matter how small it might seem in the moment. It's these little choices that build up and determine the course of your life. Taking the easy route might feel comfortable at first, but in the long run, it makes life harder. On the other hand, choosing the harder path, the one that requires discipline, effort, and sacrifice, will eventually make life easier. Success doesn't come from taking shortcuts or avoiding discomfort. It comes from putting in the work, making the hard choices, and pushing through when things get tough. If you want to live a life that feels truly fulfilling, a life that you can be proud of, you have to be willing to make those tough decisions day in and day out. The life you want won't just fall into your lap. You have to earn it by doing what's necessary, even when it's difficult. I can't tell you exactly what your future will look like, but I can tell you this. If you choose to take the harder path, the one that's filled with challenges, setbacks, and failures, before you reach success, you will not regret it. That's the path that leads to true achievement, real meaning, and lasting victory. Whatever career or goal you pursue, remember that the struggles you encounter along the way aren't there to stop you. They're there to shape you, to mold you into the person you need to become to fulfill your purpose. But in the midst of those struggles, when you're feeling the weight of failure or pain, it's easy to think about giving up. When we're in pain, it's hard to think rationally. Our brains are wired to seek comfort and avoid discomfort. So when things get tough, our mind starts sending signals to quit, to retreat to safety. But when you give in to those signals, your growth stops. You're no longer expanding your mind, your abilities, or your potential. You're just staying stuck where you are. Toughness, both mental and physical, doesn't come from staying in your comfort zone. It comes from pushing yourself into uncomfortable, unfamiliar situations and learning how to navigate them. It's in those moments when you feel like you're drowning in challenges, when the pressure feels unbearable, that real growth happens. When you reach that point of overwhelming difficulty, that's when you need to make a choice. You can either give in to your instincts to quit and retreat to safety, or you can stand firm and say, "No, I'm not backing down. I'll find a way to adapt, and I'll find a way to overcome this." When you make that choice to keep going, even when everything in you is screaming to stop, you take back control of your mind. You remind yourself why you're on this journey in the first place, and you reaffirm your commitment to your goals. These moments of decision, when you're faced with the option to quit or push through, will happen over and over again in your life. It's in these moments that you either move forward or stay stagnant. If you give in to the temptation to quit, you'll never become the person you aspire to be. But if you choose to persevere, even when it feels impossible, you will come out stronger on the other side. When you're in the thick of it, when you're exhausted, miserable, and ready to give up, that's when you need to dig deep and declare, "I'm not done yet. I may be suffering, but I'm not quitting." Your mind will recognize that you're fully committed, and it will expand to meet the challenge. It will start finding ways to overcome the obstacle because it realizes that there's no turning back. No matter how you feel, whether you're tired, sore, unmotivated, or just burned out, you have to keep going. Because success isn't about how you feel in the moment. It's about what you do despite those feelings. In life, especially in competition, everyone is trying to be the best. Everyone is watching, waiting for you to slip up, to show a moment of weakness. Your competition is looking for that tiny crack in your armor, that one sign that you're not fully prepared, or that you're starting to falter. Don't give them the satisfaction. Don't give them the opportunity to outwork you. This journey to success is often a lonely one. You'll have to leave people behind, people who can't keep up, who don't have the same level of dedication or endurance that you do. It's isolating, but it's necessary. You have to be willing to outwork everyone around you, to push yourself to your limits and beyond, even when there's no guarantee of success. Every single day, you need to ask yourself, did I do enough? And if the answer is no, you need to push harder. Success isn't going to be handed to you on a silver platter. It takes real work, real commitment, and a willingness to keep grinding day after day, even when you don't feel like it. You have to understand that success doesn't come quickly or easily. It takes time, months, years, sometimes decades of consistent effort. It takes discipline, and it takes the ability to do the work even when you don't want to. That's the difference between people who achieve their goals and those who don't. The willingness to keep going, to keep pushing, even when the results aren't immediate. You have to be willing to make sacrifices if you want to succeed. You have to give something up to move up. Maybe it's watching TV. Maybe it's going out with friends. Maybe it's something else. But you can't expect to get ahead if you're not willing to sacrifice some comfort for the sake of your goals. When you work hard and push through the discomfort, even when you can't see the results yet, you build pride in yourself. That's where real self-esteem comes from. Knowing that you put yourself on the line, that you did something difficult, and that you didn't give up. A lot of people say they want success, but their actions don't back up their words. They say they're committed, but they're not willing to make the sacrifices or put in the work. True obsession is when you want something so badly that you think about it constantly, that you wake up and go to bed focused on it, that you're willing to give up anything to achieve it. Success has a price, and you have to be willing to pay it. You have to work for every single thing you get. You have to wake up every day and grind, even when it feels like you're getting nowhere. Most people put off their dreams, thinking they'll get to them tomorrow. But tomorrow is where most dreams go to die. The only time you have is right now. And if you're not obsessed with your goals every single second, you're never going to achieve them. Success requires obsessive, relentless effort. You have to dedicate every second of every day, of every week, of every year to your goals. And you have to keep that up for years if you want to see real progress. Don't just be someone who talks about their dreams. Be someone who takes action. You don't need a huge external motivator to get up in the morning and chase your goals. You just need to be enough for yourself. If you keep pushing, you will break through. The only people who don't make it are the ones who quit. So keep going, keep grinding, and eventually you'll reach the other side. It's going to take time, effort, and an incredible amount of drive. But if you keep going, you'll get there. Success doesn't come from shortcuts or luck. It comes from hard work every single day. So go out there, give it everything you've got, and don't stop until you've achieved your dreams. There are no shortcuts, no easy paths. If you want something, you have to work for it. You have to breathe it, sleep it, and live it. That's what it takes to be successful. So ask yourself, are you willing to go all in? Are you willing to give up comfort, to work harder than ever before, and to do it every single day until you reach your goal? If the answer is yes, then there's nothing that can stop you. You've just finished listening to the show. To view other episodes, please click on the playlist icon currently displayed on the screen. Thank you.